Bichu for today's video with a full Elite Four Poppy Pokemon team. I'll be using Poppy's exact team from the Elite Four. I'll be using all the moves, the abilities. The only things I'll be adding are EVs and items. This team was actually pretty good. It did obviously have a big fire weakness, but there were a couple of moves you could still get around using it. I've got the remainder of the Elite Four to go after this, and then we might work on to some other more prominent characters in the game. First battle here, this one is against Devor. I'm not really sure how to say that. I think I got it right. And this is a pretty interesting battle too. I've got 3 battles today with this team. First Pokemon is going to be Talonflame, called Talonstream. So I've got High Horsepower, Play Rough, Stealth Rock, and Heavy Slam. That were the moves that came with. The EVs that I gave it were Max Health and Max Attack. I gave it Red Card because I felt that it worked really nicely with Stealth Rock. And the ability it came with was Sheer Force. I always found it interesting how the Elite Four, like there's a little child in the Elite Four. Like I don't know what they were thinking with that one, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. So next Pokemon to come in is going to be the Heracross. So interesting enough, the Talonflame didn't have a fire type move or didn't go for it. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. It did set up the rain, so it's an interesting Pokemon that actually set up rain. So we got the Heracross coming in setting up spikes. I'm like, this is interesting. I like how Heracross is flying too. It looks really cool. I really like how some of the Pokemon do have different, you know, like animations and stuff when they come in, whether they're flying or standing on the ground. Obviously it doesn't apply to every Pokemon, but that is a nice little touch, I will say, in the game here. So here comes the Escu, and Escu is going to actually avoid my Play Rough, and now it's going to set up the Reflect. So we got some very interesting movesets so far. So I'm going to go for the Heavy Slam. Obviously, I'm going to be able to break the Ice Phase on Escu, and I can probably just go for another one here and still do really good damage. So I'm going to go for the High Horsepower. I outsped, which is kind of weird, and then I seen that had Avalanche as its attacking move. So obviously, that's going to activate my Red Card and throw the Escu out of this matchup. Now, the next Pokemon I'm coming against my Elephant is going to be Bananas, which is, of course, is a Tropius. Now, Tropius, I don't think can really do a lot here outside of maybe like, I don't know, maybe Weather Ball or a fire type move, something like that. So I'm going to go for Heavy Slam. It's going to be go for Dragotar. So like, I see what they're doing with this set. So they're sort of making it so there's entry ads on the field, making the Pokemon bulky and phasing out my Pokemon. So we're going to be going into Tinkaton here. Oh, also, when I do a Pokemon that obviously it's their ace that they Tera, I'm only allowed to Tera that Pokemon. I'm not allowed to Tera any others. That sort of just adds the extra layer of challenge on here. Tinkaton's moves are Play Rough, Gigaton Hammer, Brick Break, and Stone Edge. I've got the item as Assault Vest, and ability is Mold Breaker. I ran this as Max Attack and Max Speed Adamant. Like, Tinkaton's attack is kind of bad, so you really do need Adamant. So what I'm going to do is go for the Tera Steel here, because that is of course the Tera for the Elite Four. And we're going to go for Gigaton Hammer, and Bananas is going to be able to live that. It reminds me of a show I used to watch when I was a kid, Bananas in Pajamas. Who watched that? I don't even know if that show's around anymore. I'm trying to remember the characters because there was one banana and there was another banana. I think it was B1 and B2, and then, oh man, I can't remember. I really can't remember anything else about that show, but I knew there was 2 bananas and they had pajamas on. I do wonder if that show is still going, probably in some, I don't know. I really don't know. If anyone does know about that, let me know. But I watched the original one. The bananas would be inside the house and that sort of thing. So anyway, we got the Slowbro coming out here. I'm going to be sliding out and going into Copperajah again. So I thought I might be able to live this attacking whip and take out the Slowbro. Now, Slowbro is going to set Sunny up, which is interesting. The Talonflame had Rain and the Slowbro had Sun. And now Slowbro is going to use Flamethrower, which is very, very bad because it has Trick Room up. It's going to be outspeeding my Pokemon, and it's got super effective move against my whole team with Sunny down the field. So at this stage, I'm sort of going to have to sack off a Pokemon here. I've got this Magnezone, Discharge Flash Cannon. Was the other move, Light Screen and Tri Attack. I had the ability Sturdy and Sallow Berry as the item, Max Special Attack and Max Speed, but since there was that spikes on the field, I couldn't live it, so I virtually just had to sack it off. So I'm going to be going to Corviknight now. Now, this Corviknight's got a fair bit of Volt to it. I've run this one as Max Health and Max Attack. Quick Claw as the item. Pressure as the ability. I've got Brave Bird, Iron Defense, Body Press, and Iron Head. So not a bad set for the Elite Four PIMPNITE. So I was sort of thinking about what to do. I was like, well, Brave Bird is my best attack. Will it take Slowbro out? Yeah, probably not. I'm going to need like a couple. So here comes the Flamethrower. I do live that one, which is good, just only due to PIMPNITE's, really nice bulk. And Flamethrower doesn't actually take me out, and I can hit hard with Brave Bird. So that's going to be pretty nice. Yeah, I've got the Twisted Dimensions actually finishing, so I can go for a second Brave Bird. And Slowbro isn't going to faint there, but it's going to get very, very close. That is going to be finished off PIMPNITE with the Flamethrower there, but that's all good. I've still got 2 more Pokemon left. Also, tonight will be a battle stream as well on my, obviously on the YouTube channel. So you want to come and battle my theme teams and watch. That'll be up in a couple of hours. So I'm putting this video up, a few hours before that. Yesterday, I wasn't able to do that because I was at a wedding and I wasn't feeling 100% the next day. So, yeah, it will be tonight, so I do apologize for that. We'll be back to our daily streams from, obviously today onwards. Anyway, that is going to be the end of the Slowbro. And next Pokemon is the Heracross. Now, I don't know what these nicknames mean either. If anyone picks up on that, let me know. So, we've got a Tera here. So, I wonder what this is going to be. Tera Heracross. Tera Flying Heracross. And the Heracross is actually going to be Tera Electric. So, okay, that's pretty good because that's going to resist my electric type move, which I went for the Gigaton Hammer. So, Gigaton Hammer, I know it's not going to faint here, but I actually get a critical hit, which is really, really nice. So, I got some good damage on Heracross. Now, Heracross is going to be going for a Tera Blast, and that is going to be a Tera Blast Electric on my Tickaton. Now, Tickaton only had like a little bit of health there, so it is going to be fainting. Wow, the hammer takes up so much of the screen. Now Heracross is going to get a Moxie, which is very scary. So I'm going to bring my Bronzong, my very last Pokemon on the team. This one's got Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, Rock Blast, and Earthquake. The EVs I gave it were Max Health and Max Attack, Adam and Nature. Ability is Levitate, and item is Occa Berries. Those fire-type moves. Now, funnily enough, I do live that just due to Bronzong's really nice bulk. And Heracross is going to faint to Earthquake, so that's pretty nice. We still have a Talonflame and an Escalip. I thought, I don't know if this Talonflame actually has any fire-type moves, because obviously it would have used them earlier on. So I'm going to go for the Iron Head there. I think the only attacking move the Escalip had was Avalanche, and that goes second because of priority. So, and even so, Bronzong would have lived that one. In comes the Talonflame. It is going to get hit by the Stealth Rocks there. Here comes Acrobatics. That's obviously its best move to use against Bronzong, and Bronzong is going to take it out with a single Rock Blast. But that was a very, very interesting team. There's some very interesting movesets as well. So thank you, Dalvor, for the battle. Let's get on to battle number 2. This is a battle against Peeps a lot. We got 3 battles today. Now, I did mention we had a stream later on. We do have another team coming out after stream 2. That'll just be catching up on the week's videos I wasn't able to get up yesterday and stuff like that. So we'll have like a double upload tonight and a stream, so lots of content for you. Alright, first Pokemon is going to be Gallade. It's going to be setting up a Psychic Terrain. I'm going to be putting Stealth Rocks on the field that turn. So I was hoping I could live this attack and, go for red card activation. However, I outspent the Gallade. I was like, that's interesting. So that's going to be the end of the Copperajah. Next Pokemon is going to be the Slowking. Now, Slowking is, I'm thinking it's going to be using a certain move, right? I thought it might use its little chilling reception, tell a bad joke and those sort of things. So, anyway, I'm going to go for another high horsepower. Slowking is almost going to fade, and now it's going to have a berry, and it's going to eat that berry. And probably one more will be able to take it out. However, they're going to be using a chilly reception here. That's going to set the snow up, and the Slowking is going to be swapping out, into a new Pokemon. I'm trying to think of a really, really, really bad joke to tell you. Like right now, for chilly reception, I'm trying to think of something like really, really bad, like on the spot. It's kind of bad that I have to try and think this up. Anyway, so in comes Iron Bundle there, and it's going to be doing some reasonable damage, and now I'm going to have my red card throw another Pokemon into the matchup, which is Gafire. So this Pokemon, I don't know how much it can really do here. It's not a bad name, Finger Painting. I used to do a Finger Painting when I was a little kid. And I'm going to absolutely destroy it with one heavy slam, I guess. So that's a very, very scary kind of Pokemon at the moment. I'm still trying to think of... I can't think of a really bad joke. I'm trying to think of the top of my head. Anyway, I'm going to get destroyed there by Electros. I'm trying to think of a bad, like, knock-knock joke. You know, knock-knock, who's there kind of joke. Anyway, so in comes my Bronzong. I feel like I should be able to live all these attacks. We're going to taunt here. So Cycler is going to taunt Bronzong. I don't have any status moves. I'm going to go for Zen Headbutt because I may as well. Good damage here. And now we got another Citrus Berry. What is this, like a, I don't know, a full Citrus Berry team? Okay, I'm trying to think of, what did the fish say when he swam into the wall? Damn. There we go. There's my amazing joke for today. So anyway, back to the battle. That was my chili reception joke. I bet no one laughed there. I bet you're still thinking there what? Thinking what? So we're going to sub up here. I'm going to break that sub and try and get the dub. So that's the end of the sub on the Electros. I've got to try and do some damage. I can't really go for Earthquake here. I'd like to, but it's not going to work. So that's going to be the end of Psychic Terrain. Electros is going to go for a Volt Switch here. Bronzong is going to be able to take that very, very nicely. Bronzong is such a good Pokemon. You know, is anyone's very favorite Pokemon Bronzong? I like to know that. I just think it's a very good Pokemon, like, all around. So when it comes to Slow King there, I'm not going to tell you another bad joke, but that is the end of the Slow King, which is good because it can always set up a lot of different moves. It can heal itself off. You never know what it's going to use. So in comes the Psychozar again, and it's going to go for a Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin is going to get rid of all those Stealth Rocks that I put up on the field again. Okay, I'm going to do another one, all right? Another bad joke for you. What do you call a can opener that, doesn't work properly? Give up? I can't open up. Anyway, there's my two bad jokes. I know you're cringing really hard right now, but that's virtually chili reception. Like, you tell a very bad joke and, the crowd is virtually just cricketers. So we got a Terra Water Iron Bundle here. It's going to go for a flip turn. Bronzong still lives. It's such a bulky Pokemon. And we got another Pokemon coming, which of course is going to be the Electros. So Electros is going to be getting hit by a Rock Blast. Look, let's say I landed all 5 against it. It still wasn't going to be enough to take it out. I actually did contemplate having loaded dice in this fight. I didn't think I'd be using Rock Blast all that often. So Electros is going to fake my Bronzong here. The Electros is going to be swapping out. Now we got like a little bit of momentum going here from the Iron Bundle on Electros too. So what I'm going to be doing is going into Tinkaton here. Now, when I send the Pokemon that Terra's in, I absolutely have to Terra them right away. Because that's what the Elite Four does. I'm trying to remember who's going to be next. I think because this is the second Elite Four, I think the third one is Larry. So then after that, I've only got 2 to go. So here comes another flip turn. Tinkaton does take that reasonably well, and we know that the Electros is obviously going to be coming in here. So on this turn, I just went for Stone Edge. Stone Edge is going to miss sadly. I just went for it again. And since Electros has got some pretty good bulk and, Tinkaton's attack is kind of bad, I actually managed to live that, which is awesome because of the Assault Vest. Next Pokemon is the Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle is going to be able to outspeed me, and it took me out with a present. We couldn't see the animation for present because Tinkaton's hammer was so enormously huge. But anyway, it was very disrespectful. So the Iron Bowler's going to swap out here, and we got the Electros coming in, but they've only got a little bit of health left. So I'm going to go for a Discharge here. It managed to live that only just, and I'm going to finish off with a Tri Attack. So that's going to be the end of the Shrieking Eel. I think I've never actually eaten an eel before in my life, but they didn't smell very good. Has anyone watching this video ever eaten eel before? What does it taste like? Let me know. Don't say chicken or fish, all right? So that's going to be the Iron Bundle. It is going to fade to the Discharge, and that is the end of this battle. Let's get on to battle number 3, but I hope you really enjoyed my terribly, amazingly bad jokes then. Third battle, this one is against Psymaster 92, and we've got the Dun Spice lead. I just need to take a sip here, people. So I'm having some Naruto Rasengan G Fuel. If you want to get that, if you want to get in on that, you can use code SALT for 20 to 30% off on your G Fuel. Get some. I know you just come out. You can use Rasengans on people right after you drink it. So the Dun Spice is going to be the leader. I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks. It's going to go for a Drill Run. That does a whopping amount of damage there, getting a crit, almost one-shotting me. Now, my red card only just activates now. That's the thing about red card. If you get one shot, it doesn't activate. So it's good, but it's bad. So Bravery's going to come in here. I am going to get some needed damage on it with the Stealth Rocks. Copperager, unfortunately, is paralyzed, so that sucks. Now it's going to go for a Sky Attack. Sky Attack isn't going to do a lot of damage for me, but I only have a little bit of health left, so I guess that's going to be enough. So it's got Sky Attack, and we've got the Power Herb as the item, activating it right away too. I like Bravery's Shrine. It looks really nice. I mean, I guess I can do like a family of them when the Hisawayne Bravery comes in. That'll be cool. That'll be a fun team to do. So anyway, I'm bringing the Discharge Magnezone is, and that is going to one-shot. I actually had max speed on it, outsped, which is pretty funny, so I had Intimidation. So in comes Bolivia. I can't really do much outside of Flash Cannons, so like, let's just go ahead and use that. And yeah, this thing was very, very bulky, as you can imagine. If you do like Bolivia and friends, it will be featured a little bit later on into today's video. That is going to be our very last evolution team there. So look out for Smolov, Bolivia, and Dolov. They will be there. So anyway, we've got this, it's like a stalling Bolivia. It's got the Seed Sower and it's got the Leech Seed at once. So I know that I'm not going to be able to fake that. So I'm going to go into Bronzong. I'm going to try and get some, some physical damage going here. So they're going to go for the Earth Power. That's great. I had a feeling it might have that. It's a very good move to run on it for coverage. And since Bronzong's got Levitate and is a Steel-type Pokemon, it's quite a good, it's quite a good swap in. So here comes another Leech Seed there, which obviously they probably don't have much choice here. They have to use Leech Seed. I'm going to go for Iron Head, and Iron Head, it really isn't doing too much. So Bronzong doesn't have the greatest offensive stats in the world. Like, it's a very bulky Pokemon, and it's probably not doing much with Iron Head. Like, it'd be better if Poppy had like Gyro-Ball in there, because then you could go like, I'd adjust my EVs to like Brave Nature and then, zero IVs in space, and then I have Gyro-Ball be like much more powerful. But yeah, I guess the Elite Four didn't have like super amazing sets. They were okay. They're nothing like really, really powerful. Anyway, so we've got Bolivia. It's still hanging around here with its Leech Seed and its Seed Sower. I was trying to think how I was going to get around this, because it's not like I had a really, really powerful move outside, like, say, Brave Bird, and I didn't really want to use that just yet. I wanted to make sure I could one-shot it and, bring it in, then one-shot it so it wouldn't get leech set up and start stalling. So I'm slowly getting the health down above Bolivia, but my Bronzong only has probably a little bit of, maybe one or more, like 2 turns left there, because it does have Terrain Pulse too. Like, Terrain Pulse is kind of perfect on Bolivia because of ability Seed Sower, I guess Seed Sower is better than Grassy Terrain too, because it can keep being activated like passively. So here comes another Terrain Pulse. This time, that was with no Grassy Terrain, so it was very, very weak. It was only a normal type move. And Bronzong is able to live that. However, Seed Sower is going to get set up again. So, it's a crazy bit. Very, very interesting to see if any other grass Pokemon will get this ability in the future. I'm thinking like, imagine, I don't know, I doubt they changed Rillaboos with the ability, but imagine some powerful grass-type Pokemon like Tapu Bulu or stuff like that they can keep setting up. So I guess you can swap it out and things like that. Just with Bolivia, you can just keep it in, and every time it gets hit, it sets it up again. So I'm going to go with the Tinkaton here. I just need to get rid of this thing. I'm going to go for the Tera, and I'm just going to go for Giga Impact then. Gigaton Hammer and take it out. I've got the Tera Steel too, so it's going to be doing lots and lots of damage. Even if I have to take like a Tera Blaster or a Leech Seed here, it is what it is. So I'm going to go for that, and that is the end of the stalling Bolivia. Thank goodness, that took like forever to take that out. Next Pokemon is the Dunsparce from the beginning. I know that it's got Drill Run, and I was like, yeah, it's probably going to use that. So I went for Brick Break. I can't use the Hammer twice in a row. Instead of using that, it's going to go for Glare. So Glare's a pretty common move on the Dunsparce, and Dunsparce, of course. And there you go, works pretty nicely because you can go for that, and then you can bring, maybe try and rely on the Serene Grace. So I do not get credited, thank goodness, and Gigaton Hammer is going to take out the Dunsparce, which is good, It's pretty powerful, I guess, with the Tera Steel. Next Pokemon is Pyroar, and, well, I still got to do the Pyroar family team. I got to do, like, all of them, the babies, and, yeah, I got to do that soon. I definitely want to do the Pyroar team with all the lions and stuff like that. Maybe I could do like an updated lions team or something like that. I'm not sure. Do we even have? I'm trying to think if we got Solgaleo, Pyroar female male. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like I'm trying to think like what one family of. I guess I don't know. I got to think. I'm having a bit of a brain sort of block here. But is there 6 like lion kind of Pokemon we could use? I don't know if we count Luxray, but I'm not sure. But I'm sort of thinking that could be a cool animal team. I quite like doing those animal teams. Sweet Gums the Corviknight here. Unfortunately, the Fire Spin is going to miss for the Throat Spray Pyroar. I don't know really what they had in mind there, but, you know, clearly Fire Spin was the only move they could do. And we got the Zoroark Hissu as the last Pokemon. Now, I've got Magnezone here, and Magnezone's special defense is, well, it isn't exactly what you call amazing. So, we got a Snarl that does a lot of damage. That is going to drop my special attack by 1 stage. And I went for Light Screen here because I thought, you know, that's important to use against that Zoroark. I might be able to, you know, get something happening here. So Corviknight is still alive, and they're going to go for another nasty plot to try and get past a Light Screen boost here. Discharge is going to create, it was going to do a lot of damage anyway, but that's the end of Zoroark, and that is the end of the battle. Hope you enjoyed Poppy's Elite Four team. I'll be back with another video later on. Peace out.